Begin. Cool, man. Okay, so the ultimate goal for today is we've got to hinge in your waist on your left dub 10. This is your nat dub 10, so it's like pretty common to have these kinds of things that we need to fix. Do you know why it's problematic to have like a hinge at your waist doing a dub 10 or a cork 7 for that matter? I'm happy to explain it. You don't have to know. So what's creating is the hinge at the waist drives your feet into the wrong place. So on the takeoff, what happens is you're losing a lot of power upwards, and then it's also getting you into a little bit of a disconnected takeoff, which then leads to a disconnected second flip, which brings you around a little. It brings you out of the second flip at 630 or 990, so just under the rotation of the dub 10 portion. So when you get to 10, you're landing a little back seat as well as one foot. Yeah. So backseat landings are obviously problematic because they can lead to injury and, you know, back slaps, just like improper landings. So what we're going to really try to focus on right now is driving the hips forward on takeoff and setting like a super mellow cork that's nice and connected. So the first thing I want you to do is just do a left flat 3. Which is going to demonstrate that you can just drive your hips out to the side. Okay. That sound good with you?
Yeah.
Sweet. Go, man. So some things to consider about what Matthias is working on is we're using a progression airbag so he can focus on the task at hand rather than worry about if he's coming out backseat or one-legged or whatever his problem areas were. We can really just focus on the takeoff, which is creating all of these problems down the line. It's a controlled environment, so we can be in charge of all the variables like the jump size and the jump shape and everything like that. Yeah. Beautiful sunny day, so it's fantastic for training. When Matthias goes to drop, I'm just going to be out of frame. I'm going to film him, and then if it's done, like whether it's done properly or not, I'm going to show him so that he can develop the skills intrinsically as well as extrinsically. Depending on whether I give him feedback or not is kind of up to him. So I'll just be out of frame and film him, and he should be the one dropping next. Landing, can we have Matthias drop? Thank you. Hips. Yep. Okay, so the idea there was to generate the hip power to just slightly to the side so that he can really focus on keeping his shoulders stacked over his hips and over his knees and toes, which is the stacked body position, which is what we're looking for his cork axis. So I'm going to ask him how it felt, ask him if he wants to see the video. If he does and wants to take that to cork, I'd be positive with that. So the idea wasn't to demonstrate like a really perfect textbook flat 3. It was just to show the hips forward, which to the best of my knowledge, he did. So.
Oh, really? Not sticky though, right?
bottom, right?
Oh,
That was a goal in the corner. Yeah. Stopping him?
You okay?
yeah.
How was your speed?
You're doing him on
Speed was good, bag was good, everything was good?
Feeling
Yeah.
Okay.
Been for a flat 3
different, yeah? What is,
Yeah, why don't you come into frame and we'll talk about it. How did that feel to you?
Yo, Dad.
I felt like
You need to get them
definitely
checked again?
got my feet out to like
I think you're probably fine, dude.
to the corner of the
I'll
bag.
take a look
Sweet.
at them when you come back through.
What do you
Like,
like?
is
Do
there
you
an
want
edge
some
that's,
feedback
like,
on it,
poking
or what do
way
you
out?
think? Do you want to see it? Like, where are you at?
Okay, then you're
I
fine.
kind of want to see it
Okay,
actually.
I'll show you.
All right, dude. So the plan, I think I want you to just get used to it. So probably we'll take let's do 5 just practice jumps. And then we're gonna
So remember, the idea isn't to demonstrate a perfect flat 3. It's just to keep those hips over, or like keep the hips aligned.
Yeah.
How do you think you did?
Each of them below 75 on one of them as a fail. And then
Do you want some feedback?
Yeah.
So
I thought it was great. In terms of like a left flat 3, it obviously wasn't textbook, but you demonstrated what I wanted to see, which is you're connected and you're stacked. Okay. So do you want to go left cork 7 now?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So same idea.
Another step set up.
Just
fine.
rotate. It's nice, mellow set, and I really just want you to make sure that you're driving your hips. Okay. Just nice and connected, nice drive. See it, man.
And then during the qualification process, okay, do the 5 jumps.
Hey, Landon, just stay tall, okay?
I was really lazy with that one.
That's okay. It was your first one of the day. That's fine. So just stay really tall, and remember the idea is you're getting your feet out to the mountains, right? So it's set, kick.
That this bag is snug.
It'll bring you around perfectly.
So I
Just a
don't wanna
nice,
see,
strong,
and if you
tall
do feel
set.
like you get
Good job, man.
I want to see you fight to try to what Ollie did the other day, right? So that's another really important thing to do. So treat the bag like it's snow. Okay, you got this, buddy. Let's go.
Ryder, what's your plan today?
Switched up.
Left. Excellent. Remember all the things we were working on, okay? Do you remember? What were they?
Staying up straight. Have my lead arm open.
Not necessarily straight, but what's the part that I'm looking for?
Have my heels back.
Tall. Tall is the right word, okay? So tall upper body, bent in the legs. That's what I want you to think, because straight gives the idea that you're taking off like a pencil, where the reality is I just want your chest tall so that you're setting with the power with your lower body, okay? And yeah, just open that lead arm, feet to the mountains. Perfect. Do you want to go switch 5 or do you want to go straight to switch dub?
I just switched up.
Do you want to do another one or where are you at?
I'll just do that.
Okay, sweet. Just really emphasize coming in, like before you drop, stay tall, okay? Like get into your body position before you drop so that you know what you're doing, okay? That's really important for bodily awareness, we would say, okay? Let's see it, man.
Did you see that one?
I didn't see that one. I was reviewing with Matthias.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yep.
See that one?
Did it feel good?
Yeah.
Good.
Everything felt good. I just spun too fast.
Okay, sweet. If it felt good, it probably was good. You guys know a lot more than you're giving yourself credit for, okay? Okay, sweet. Okay, so it's all good. So what we saw there He definitely it was a better extension with the hips. He was a little rushed on the takeoff, so he caught his tail. However, he resolved the problem that we're really trying to work on, so I'd say that was a huge win. I'll see what he's thinking when he comes around, and we'll watch the video together if he wants. But the fact that he came out square was a demonstration to me that he was a lot more connected and he had a lot more hip drive on that takeoff. No. I would say you were still slightly disconnected, like upper and lower body, but it wasn't like a more, you know? The fact that you came out nice and square that time was a huge win. Yeah. So definitely a step in the right direction. I think it just needs violence. Yeah. So this time really think about like staying like full connection to your upper and lower body, and it'll be solid. It'll show a lot more power. I can absolutely do that. Okay, Matthias, you want to come check that out?
Yes.
Where are you at? What did you think about that?
One of my tails caught.
Yep.
Was that
why did you catch?
Was I like mad wide?
Not necessarily. No, like why would you catch your tail on takeoff? Like this is a super
early.
Yeah, just that was early. But what did you think about your hips? Like how did you come out?
Everything else felt good.
Yeah.
It came out well.
Do you want to do it again? Do you want some feedback? Where are you at?
I think I'll just do it again.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, do it again.
Sweet.
Love it.
Until Sunday. Sure.
Okay, Matthias.
Actually, more than a few.
I don't want to laugh.
Okay, so that one, he was definitely a lot more patient. I think he had a little bit of a hinge at the waist. You could tell by the way he came out of that a little bit. Sorry, this is gonna need a bit of a video review.
Yeah, especially on Castle.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, wait, you did a 14 and then didn't tell anyone he was going for 16 and then thought you did that. Yeah, I could do 14, I like 16.
Yeah, if the jump was a little bit, if I went a little bit smaller.
Yes, so based on the video review that I'm seeing, he actually was good with his hips, but he's just driving a little bit too far up and then down. So he's like his hips are in front, but he's still hinging a little bit into the left side, which is causing him to come out a little awkwardly. So I'll see what he thinks about that. Personally, I like the first one he did a little bit better, but the second one was more patient. So we'll see where he's at and see if he wants some feedback.
You going right? Yeah. I was like, ooh, you can do that on snow.
It's hot. What'd you think about that one?
That felt good.
It felt good? What felt good about it? What felt good about it?
You landed in the tranny.
Came out nicely to my
Jeff,
feet.
what are we thinking today?
I didn't catch anything.
I just
Sweet.
want to see you.
That one was
really,
definitely.
stand up
Do you want
into it
feedback?
And not just
Okay.
rely on like.
So that one was definitely more
laying
patient. You could
down,
tell by
like,
the fact that you didn't catch.
really,
Your
like,
hips
push
are
your
actually
legs,
really
get your
good.
lower body moving in
The
the
only like in
right?
terms of
Pushing them out to the right,
like
staying
laterally.
tight and rotating.
Anyway, your hips
Give it a
are
whirl,
like
do
stacked
that.
this way. There was a slight hinge into the left side,
do, like,
which it
10
looked
or
like
so.
you came out a little bit right foot heavy, just
Whatever you feel
slightly.
like you need, man. I'm
So
down
that's
to
something
the
that I want you to kind of think about is just like really pushing, like setting nice and stacked over with the shoulders square over everything.
Yeah, sure, man.
Do you want to see?
Yeah, sure.
I'll show you. Can I show you both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last one. So like really strong airplane, your hips and your shoulders are stacked over each other. The only thing is it kind of looked like you came out a little bit linking, a little bit, and that's just caused from the hip.
Just moved into that new building.
The other one,
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Like just across the little park there?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, there's like a lot more development in there than I ever remember.
Like past like 2-3 years, they've just like exploded it up.
Yeah.
The only place in West that like has land, you know.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
don't know, photos, right? Okay, so this one, like you caught, but it looked like you came out so square.
Yeah.
Was that the case?
Yeah.
Okay, so this time, all I really want you to focus on is just like the same like push with the hips. Just try to make sure that you're staying stacked over like both shoulders, both hips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can really mellow it out. So think about lifting up. Like this is the power instead of like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sweet.
was on it for my back.
Let her buck.
Yeah.
Do you want to do another cork 7 again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I think that's a really good call.
Backward, hot tip, double scorpion, and a dive.
So you scorpion once, rolled over, and then scorpion again?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so gnarly.
Graham was filming it.
Yeah, Graham was laughing at first.
Yeah. Oh, is that Graham that laughs and then goes, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With what?
Landed back with the
Double
momentum.
scorpion.
Oh,
That clip's hilarious because
You guys ever see the one of Bean Boy on our team, Ben Peltier, that hits this cliff at like Louise Gap? It goes like 80 feet of this hot tub.
oh
Straight to his ass. I was the one that was filming. Yeah. He was standing at the top with like Charlie and Max, and I knew that like anyone.
You were stacked coming in and then you dropped on takeoff.
Any reasonable person would like slow down. But we were,
Like if you literally think about just setting a switch straight 5 and then like kicking your heels and like your feet up to the mountains, it'll just organically cause the outcome that you want to produce.
reasonably big.
Just the
Bean Boy,
difference is you're getting lift
bombed
upwards
the whole run.
instead of like
So backseat.
down. You're doing yourself a disservice. There's going to be so much more power with it, so it may feel awkward at first, but it'll actually produce such a better outcome, especially like as we progress to more advanced skills like switched up 12, switch trip 10, or switch trip 12, that kind of thing. Okay? My advice, go back to switch 5 just for 1 or 2 and really think about like setting almost straight, nice and stacked, and all I want you to do is get your feet up. Sound good?
we're going to do a lot.
Okay, sounds good.
Graham, was that better?
What?
Yes.
I don't even know if I know it. What did he do?
I'm going to rip one.
He did 14.
If you're doing half an hour of coaching, Graham, can I rip one as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gnarly. Like I might go on the bag, on the knuckles. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Just to see little Jacko.
No, you're fine, man.
Maybe I'll get your opinion too on some of them.
The
He
one
really wants to
before
take
you
him to
did was
snow
fan-
today.
What?
He really wants to do dub 10 to snow today.
The one before was good. That one was
You think they're a little too flat?
like not flippy enough.
Yeah.
No. I mean, he's coming out square on both feet.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's safe for
Yeah.
sure. It's a really safe axis that he's putting himself in.
Yeah, totally. Like he
Just
could.
the only problem that I'm seeing with him is like he's got a little bit of variance still.
I know, like he's not super consistent,
Yeah.
and I'd just be worried.
Like how much time has he put into that, and how much time?
He basically just started working big stuff. But he's looking super good, and he was doing it the other day, and he really wants it. So I was like, hey, you want to come do a quali with me at the airbag, and we'll see how it goes.
Is he in the process right now?
Yeah. Well, no, we're just doing warm up hits right now.
Good call.
What'd you think of that one, Draco?
What?
Yeah. Okay, so we talked through all the things. I'm just going to give Matthias the go-ahead, and hopefully he gets it. Okay, Matthias, let's see it, man. I'd say that was his most successful attempt yet. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that went. So I'm gonna just, oh yeah. Came out nice and square, looked really solid. I'm just gonna ask him what he thinks. And personally, I think he's ready to move, or I know he's ready to move on to the second cork portion of it. In which case, we're just gonna have to carefully monitor that he's continuing to have that hip drive and stay nice and connected. In the event that he's not or disconnecting on takeoff or pushing his hips back, we just go back to the cork 7 and keep developing that consistency. But I'd say he's on the right track for sure.
No, that one was like full D-spin.
Yeah.
I think because you just kind of like let your feet go and just dropped your upper body. So just think a little bit more rotational next time.
Okay. Like, what do I really set to like do that? Cause like, I feel like I'm setting like up, but like I'm not like.
I think it's like you're setting a little too much with your upper body, and you're making the jump do all the work.
I don't know how to use your phone,
Right? Like,
Matthias,
you're
at all.
laying into the
Like,
jump.
do you not have like a
Think
side
about, like,
button?
Driving your hips
use the
up
case
to
to-
the sky and like jumping up.
Weird.
So what did you
and
think about that?
rotating.
I felt
Okay.
pretty good. I came out even.
You came out even?
Yeah.
That was your best one.
Okay.
Like it was perfect. It was exactly what I want to see. Like perfect is a strong term, but I'll give that an 8 out of 10, especially in terms of the takeoff. Do you feel confident, ready to move in up to the double portion?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Okay, really good job, man. Sick. Giddy up. Good job. Let's go.
Good.